Filings from the third quarter of fundraising offer new insight into how campaigns are performing. More than a year before the big election day next November, with Federal Election Commission's third quarter filing deadline on Sunday. An inside look at crowded GOP presidential field, longtime White House hopefuls, and current and former commanders-in-chief vying to win Oval Office reveals. The latest surge filings includes new numbers in key Senate and House races as the election cycle heats up and key primaries begin just a few months. This is last look at the campaign's 2023 numbers until fourth quarter filing deadline in January next year. Here are 5 takeaways from the latest campaign fundraising numbers. Biden's campaign success surpasses Trump's. Biden's main campaign committee's third quarter earnings outpaced Trump's $24.5 million and led other key figures in the race for the White House. Biden's re-election bid, along with the Joint Fundraising Committee and the Democratic National Committee, reported a total of over $71 million from July through September. That's relatively on par with the more than $72 million Biden raised in the second quarter. The president's bid also included nearly $91 million cash, which his team said was the highest total raised by any Democratic candidate in history at this point this cycle. Trump and Biden are clear leaders in their respective fields and are preparing the 2024 race for a possible rematch of 2020. Contest polls have shown that a hypothetical Biden-Trump matchup next year would be a close race. Biden's main campaign committee ended September with more than $32 million in cash on hand. According to the latest filing, Biden's only major rival in the Democratic Party, Marianne Williamson, ends up with just over $101,000 cash on hand. The numbers speak for themselves. Americans understand the risks of next year's election and support Team Biden-Harris with the urgency this election requires, DNC Chair Jaime Harrison said in a statement. Trump suppresses GOP rivals with cash on hand. The July-September period covered by the latest filings covers the first 2 Republican presidential debates, with GOP challengers racing to catch up with frontrunner Trump, who skipped both debate events. The third quarter also saw 2 historic new criminal charges against the former president. But Trump appears to be benefiting from ongoing legal battles. The main campaign committee reported revenue of $24.5 million in the third quarter of 2023, leaving it with more than $37.5 million in cash on hand. His campaign earlier this month announced that it had raised more than $45 million from its joint fundraising committee, of which $36 million was said to be earmarked for use in the primary campaign. The former president has surprised some with a 2024 campaign that appears more disciplined than his 2016 and 2020 bids for the White House. His team's rapid fundraising from courtroom issues is cited as an example of a more